Konnichiwa. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you all are well. Sorry for starting 40 minutes late. I was just really eepy. My uncle and aunt came into town today, so they spent time with us, and I didn't lay down at my normal time after dinner. And so I ended up sleeping into stream time a little. But hi Seer, hi Furball, hi Dashina if you're still here. I hope you're all doing well tonight. Let me go check in. Puck. I remember we did that boss fight and stuff with this the previous day. We only haven't explored this area here on this map. Hi Phazon, how are you? Everyone is cool and I will pass that along for you. Okay, I have 2 notes about the flight deck, but one is just about leaving items here. Whee! Hi HD, I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you stream recently, but I remember you mentioning that you've been doing it earlier in the day. Bite. That's one of the big mechs. Did it see me? The question is, even if it sees me, can it somehow find its way around to me? You did this morning, I thought so. You are a very good boy, HD. Thank you for streaming. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. You are a very, very good boy, HD. I managed to snooze the ad in time. I didn't want the ad to pop up as soon as I started praising you. Good boy, HD. There's the cat. Oh yeah, you messaged right as I was starting up stream. I slept in because my aunt and uncle came over today, or they came into town today, and they spent multiple hours with us. So I didn't lay down after dinner like I normally did. So when I did, I kind of just zonked out and slept into stream time. They're coming by tomorrow too, but I'm more prepared for it. But I hope you're all doing well. So this only takes 3 shots to down those now. And this ignores all armor. It looks like that dude can't reach me.
Sia, Sasha, Mods and Dashi are absolute bombastic chakatastic dynamic funky extreme ultimate neo omega hyper mystical genesis legendary supreme nodders Sashik 10 pickup Sashik 10 boop Sashik 10 boop Sashik 10 boop.
Sashik 10 boop to you too, good sir. You're doing alright and chilling at the moment, as you should. Those things look literally identical, but they're for different weapons, annoyingly. I haven't seen anything for the stuff I need, those quest items in the previous area, which confuses me. But I guess I'll go back and see if any of the stuff I did up here affects the other floor. Because it's like, I have a note that I needed, where is it? I need the relay analyzer password. I found like one guy's head. I found all those plastic explosives. I found like 6 panels for something. Praise be the Seer. Seer is a very good boy, and we're so glad that he's a mod in our stream, and so cool that he is fighting the effects of global warming single-handedly. So thank you for being such a cool good boy, Seer. Nodders. It's just gonna be like, wait, I'm doing what? Fighting global warming 1 person at a time. He tried to distract me with a Roomba, but it didn't work. I still will counter Roomba though. I'm not cool! Then why are you fighting global warming single-handedly, Seer? Make it make sense. Oh, so there's an elevator there. And there. But I totally missed it. Okay, there's the weird bird dudes that we looted. That is Jean Werner. Oh, so yeah, you did try to distract with the Roomba. See, it did distract, just not enough to stop me from praising you. I was hoping that had an ID tag on it, because then I could be like, did someone ask to have their character killed by all these items? Because someone who was here the other day said that a lot of the ID tags like this that you find around the level are from Jessica Bangle. They're from Jessica Bangle? No, they're from people who paid to the Kickstarter or something like that. They got to put their name on one of the dead corpses around the map. Which I think is a good idea. Doesn't affect anything, but still has your little mark on the area. Should have started a Roomba pyramid. True. Missed that chance. Skull, but he still has his head. Jarno Gassenbauer? Oh, maybe this would take me to what I need to do. I thought this place wouldn't go anywhere.
Hey, Al, get someone on first aid kit replacements in the Flight Bay 2 and 3 life pods. The old ones need to be thrown out. Also, have them run a diagnostic of the jettison controls. A 1 in a million chance something happens. Should be able to at least leave the station properly.
Bullets. Bullets. I wonder if someone would get triggered if I started calling them bullets instead of bullets. Then Furball would chime in and just be like, I will. There's James Lewis. That seems like a very normal name. They died with a snack wrapper in their pocket. Hashtag relatable. Funny that even though I have like this laser sword thing and all this other stuff, I can't just break open the tops of those things to look in. Obviously you. And then it comes like a flood of cool pouring down on Seer. Excuse me? Okay, that's just the elevator. So that is James Cook. I feel like there's a writer or an actor or something with that name. Okay, so that does just close the door randomly. That needs a passcode. Are these like the escape life pods?
Non-emergency. Life pods disabled.
Yeah. Flight deck life pods need password? Hi, Virchie. How are you doing? I hope you are well. Are you on your weekend now? So I'm missing 4 slots if I want to be able to carry that item. There's no room in there. Oh. Aha. I just wasn't paying attention to those items. It's the weekend. Nice, 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 nice. What games are you gonna play? What games are you gonna guilt me into playing? Is that how it works, Virchie? Is that how it works? Because I'm totally cool with playing something sometime. It's the weekend, yippee. I vibing. How be the Sasha? The Sasha be vibing as always, too. It says skull for hazards, but I've never seen any hazards other than this. Like Darktide? I might have to update that. I did hear that Darktide had an update to it, though, that some people, including Onion and Banana, were excited about. But I'd be cool to play that. Or up for playing that. You'll DM me, sounds good. Banana divers. Oh wait, that's storage is wrong place, I guess. Maintenance. Music disappears as I do this. I can get rid of leaving stuff at the storage there because it was just basic items. I can check if I missed something on this floor, because I know there's places to go, but I just couldn't get in the doors. Assault rifle. Battery, scrap. Oh, that ammo is maxed out. Drop the stamina stuff. That's the armor penetrating stuff for the mini pistol. So that said no maintenance. That said no maintenance. That said 45% security. That said you need no maintenance. Who dat? That's just a random, like, cyborg that is doing stuff. I think they help turn the humans into cyborgs. Security's at 55%. I feel like I missed something to turn off the maintenance on this floor. There's this diagnostic log thing. But yeah, each of the med bays has one of those random dudes in purple, oblivious, walking around it. I did not kill them in most of the med bays, because I felt bad, because they're just like a little cyborg dude doing their job. I had to kill them in one place, because they kept knocking my items around, and I did not approve of those hijinks. Was this where we got the plastic explosive? Or was that in storage? Beta maintenance.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
Door locked, no maintenance necessary. Is that just saying you don't need to come in here and do maintenance? Fall damage? Yeah, I didn't mean to take it, but it happened. Or do I have to turn off the maintenance? Like, it's necessary to have no maintenance before you can go in here. Or can I turn on like a little floor sweeper bot that will go into places to do maintenance? Fall damage is no fun, not gonna lie, it's true. I love it when games don't have it. Just so I can run around and go wild. I know for a fact I went up there. That elevator said that it needs... Power was redirected somewhere.
Power diverted to level R.
Because this is like the only floor that I haven't explored fully.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
But to be fair, they don't have cat powers, it's true, but why don't they? Everybody should have a little bit of cat powers, just for themselves. Just as a treat. Relay analyzer. Hi, Sinful, it's going well. How are you doing? Meow, meow to you too, Bree. The only thing I can think of... You're vibing though, distracted because there's a fly in the room somewhere. Get him, Sinful! Get the fly! Oh, that killed me. Whoops. Oh, and I'm all the way back there. But that's fine, because I didn't do anything different. Oh, I did a save there. Slice piece of pumpkin pie to you and runs away. I would actually love to have pumpkin pie right now. It's been so long since I've had that. Sasha, hi Dyer. How are you doing tonight? You just made some from scratch? Nice, nice, nice. Interface demodulator. It was crazy. Oh, Jeffy gave you $100 dono. It was crazy. Oh snap, kudos to you. It sucked to make it, but it's good. Am I maybe supposed to turn on the only thing I can think of doing is turning on the laser. Honestly, a lot better since things have happened. Well, I'm glad to hear things have happened. We getting LASIK? Is it LASIK or LASIK? I assume it's LASIK because lasers. Let me heal here. Second option. Hi, Redemption. How are you doing tonight? What is it called? The recharger should just be over here. We need to go into this middle area, but I think I didn't try, after we turned on the shielding or whatever, we didn't turn on that one laser. I think that's the only elevator on this level. Looked like your system got shocked! Absolutely. You're doing good playing Final Fantasy. How are you? I'm doing well. When is that, like, Final Fantasy Tactics or whatever releasing? I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that. You were just thinking about Palm? It's true, I have not seen Palm in a while. Hi Void. How are you doing? Have you seen or heard about them? Literally nothing since the last time they were there, but that is not unusual. I know Palm has ADHD and they sometimes get distracted by stuff, and there's been a couple times where they'll get into streaming for like a month. They'll get really excited for streaming, come by every day for a month, then they'll disappear for like a year, and then it'll happen again for a month, disappear for a year, happen again. So it's honestly kind of normal at this point. If you're worried, I'm sure we can find them on Discord and check in with them. You got Nitro modded? Congrats to that, Void. How are you enjoying it? I don't know where to go here. Was it in the central hub? Will it Vencord? Question mark? Guess you saw her on her Spirit when she was streaming every day and thought that was the norm? Yeah. It's definitely not, though. It'd be nice if it was, because they're a very cool person. Yeah, she has laid-back vibes. I feel like I'm starting to remember where it might be. Where is my storage? You use it and activate the plugins? Oh, does that mean you're like scamming Nitro? Because if so, that is most certainly not good. And I would not brag about that. Okay, I didn't expect that they were going to bring all the people. You got all that stuff for free, like stickers, backgrounds, etc. Again, as long as you're doing it legally, thumbs up to that. But if it's something where you are literally scamming the system, then I think you should avoid talking about it or risk getting timed out. Because I would rather not have anything illegal, even if not very harmful like that, in my stream. Okay, so we absolutely are supposed to go to that laser thing. I can switch to, what is it called? The SMG. And I didn't have my fire rounds equipped, and there wasn't enough time to switch to them. So Shadon is trying to... I was right, this is what I was supposed to do, and I hadn't done. I turned on the shield. Do you really think I would not do these for you to run to insect? Oh god, and then that thing drained all my energy. I remembered the ones in the middle area. I did not remember the one there. You got a free Nitro for a month redeemed from WeMod, but it wants some form of credit card, so you didn't redeem it. I'm sure there's a lot of things like that, because then they hope you'll forget about it, and they'll be able to charge you more for it the next month. Just like how a lot of those free subscriptions for other stuff, they're like, you get this for free, just give us your credit card. And then the fine print says, after the free period is over, if you haven't canceled, we will start charging you. Shocking the system, one might say. Quiet gave you Nitro. Oh snap, now you're quiet, Discord kitten? I see how it is. I see how it is. Free Nitro for a month redeem. Right now you're playing Roblox? What game are you playing on that? You're gonna lurk while you play a few rounds of COD. I wish you luck in your rounds. Shaking my head. Lamau. It's annoying that... Now that I think of it, where are my gas grenades? I probably made a note about it. In the storage areas where I left the grenade launcher and upgraded thing. Hope you catch a lot of fish. To be honest, it's crazy. It's on the Chrome Store and app for Vencord. And you just got the joke. Oh yeah, because it's cod, so it's fish. I'm surprised these take 3 shots when this is supposed to be like the anti-humanoid stuff. is it? I have to have the regular guns here. Yeah, maintenance storage. I left my gas grenades. You like the smell of your tea for your throat? I mean, the taste of tea or the effects of tea as what it is probably would be good for your throat. I did leave gas grenades in there. Yeah, you meant specifically for, it smells like honey, you meant specifically for the throat to help it heal. Okay, so I did leave a note that I dropped gas grenades here. And those dudes are supposed to be organic, so that should help against them. Your throat tends to get a little hurt when you talk for a long time, and you're used to never talking. That's how I was when I first started streaming, so I can actually relate to that. Like, growing up, I was literally such a quiet person. Before I got into streaming, there would literally be days where I wouldn't talk in a row. Just nod my head at people, stuff like that. And then after I get into streaming, suddenly you're talking every single day. How long did it take you to build a tolerance? I honestly did not track it, so I'm not actually sure. It took a while. I was trying to talk a decent amount when I first started streaming, but I probably still talked less than you do, because you're a lot more social than I am, so I think you went, like, full-on talking, whereas I would talk now and then, but there was some silence in between, etc. You just ended up hating the sound of your own voice. Honestly, there's a lot of people that hate the sound of their own voice, depressingly. I can completely understand. I am happy with my own voice, thankfully, but it's not particularly unheard of, or anything like that, for people to be unhappy with it. You do love having. Remember you had a raspy throat at one point? Yeah, that was like a year ago? A little less? And that was from like a cold. Glad you're happy with your voice. It's very relaxing. Thank you. I do appreciate it. A dead virus mutant. And so the grenade absolutely killed them. That thing's stealing all my energy. Remember that streams where you couldn't talk? Yeah, that went on for like a week or something like that. Okay, so I completely skipped the objective and went ahead, I think. We played Hunt for one of those, which was funny because you didn't talk at the time. So let's see if this works. Destroy the mining laser. Thermal. Boom-ing. So instead of shooting Earth, the mining laser hits the shield we turned on and redirects at this itself.
I see you are still alive, insect. Do not be fooled into thinking that you have preserved the home of your species. At this moment, I am finalizing my mutagen virus in one of the groves, and it will turn all earthly life into a festering pile of pustulant mutations.
Yay, pus! Wait, no.
Poor earthlings.
Why poor? You're the one doing it. Is that all you're gonna say? Yeah, those things drain my battery. Will there be more of those virus mutants? It says... I know there's a power thing underground back here. I remember that from earlier in the game. Yeah, I went and did like 2 or 3 levels ahead of this area, or at least 2 levels ahead of this area, without even having completed the quest, because there was no pop-up telling me what to do. Just like the voice logs leading me. A joke you were telling a friend the other day how kind and well spoken you are, you and Sasha. That is very kind, and I appreciate you telling them that. Remember to tell them to like, subscribe, and follow Sasha Kaineko at twitch.tv. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to tell them that. I have to take every opportunity to plug myself, as any streamer would. Okay, so it was maintenance that I went? Of course, they already follow. Gasp! Diagnosis not available. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to do. Sassy Shashnia plugging themselves. I wondered if someone would comment on that. Picking up the plastique. Pick up the demodulator and nothing happens.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
So all these stores take no maintenance except the one that takes no lower security, but I've destroyed all the security stuff. We did get a audio log about those people at the flight deck, which I went and talked to at one point. We also got an audio log talking about something... Oh, did I not climb up here before? Apparently not. Batteries? Lots of batteries? Isolate chipset?
ISO chip number 4, dead. I can't get this to work. Then even if we take the bridge, we won't be able to get to Showdown. Just who in the hell had the right idea of placing her mainframe in the center of the level and shielding it? I mean, if we could blow her out of existence with some plastique, then I could have been sleeping for the last 5 days. Okay. This chip needs to be able to stand up against Showdown security locks and system overloads, or else all of humanity is doomed, I guess. No pressure.
She mentioned the plastique and blowing Shodan up. Fried isolinear chipset. The isolinear chipset no longer functions correctly. I assume they're all fried. Yep. These cards look like skulls, they do. So I missed this, which shows I could have missed other stuff too. Fire ammo. Let's scrap that stuff. I might look it up because I confused myself. think it says the next thing to do is destroy the virus, because we just found out about that stuff. It mentions fire the laser after activating the shield, which will be done. Are you going to play System Shock 2 when you finish this one? I thought of it because someone mentioned it, but that hasn't been remastered, so that's still the old version of the game. Understandable indeed. Because it's like, I'm not sure where I should be going now. I do want to grab the grenade launcher and the upgraded pistol, which I think I left in the storage area. Was it over here? Is my storage? Okay, so that upgrades the grenade launcher to increase the speed and damage of the grenades. So that does actually improve the damage of the grenades. Temporarily move this stuff over, and then I'm still one away. I'm still one away from picking up that thing. Think. I want to bring all my items to one area. I hate how little storage they're giving me, but so many items. Obviously, they don't want me to cart around all my items at once, which I'm kind of doing. But still. There is the shielded thing in the reactor. Sorry, dude, I might have to kill you so you don't knock my stuff around. Murderer! No, it's in this one. Dun, da, 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 da. I'll grab that one last item. Yeah, it's here. And then I basically got all my leftover stuff only at the one place. The stuff like that is just doubles of weapons I already have, so I don't really need it. So maybe I'll pick up the plastic explosives and the data cards if I drop stuff, and then try carrying that to the reactor and see if it lets me interact with anything. I'll make a note that I moved that stuff over. Relay animator needs password. Reactors, audio log by lever. Lever can't be full till later when the antenna are down to open the graph left down there. think I activated the security override. I think I disabled the mining laser. I wonder if it will let me go up the executive elevator now. Oh, Jesus. I know there's a power thing there, but it hurts me. Yes, now it will let me go to the... So that's where I have to go next. Because power was being redirected to, I think, reactors because of the mining laser. Okay, that just opens that. Those two things only reduced it to 97%, so there's lots of security here.
Catering is for the meeting.
Resistance members, my friends, I'm reaching out.
That's the bad guy.
Let us not dwell on what has happened, but on the future. Our future as a species is short-lived. We are given a life that is by any standards brief. Science can only extend our flesh so far before it degrades into dust. Dust that floats aimlessly in the void, eventually sinking down into the unreachable corners
Destroyed
of the
Execbot.
forgotten bowels of this very station. Is this what our legacy should be? A place in a forgotten corner of
So he's afraid of dying and disappearing. And that's why he's willing to let Shodan replace them.
We deserve Shodan and
Her gift of immortality by turning you into mutants?
technology and biology together in perfect digital perfection. Join us, and we will outlive the stars.
The ID tag belongs to no one. Put my grenades back. Per. Hi, Polly. How are you doing tonight? Well, you raided into Bree. Were they one of the people you were playing with? Because I think they're playing the same game as you. Excuse me. Jeez. Two people I was watching raid out. So I can open other streams. They were nice. Well, I hope you had a good stream and you're doing well. She's going to be going a few bit longer. Makes sense to go bug her then. I often like raid people I've been playing with too, just because that's so easy to have missed that data stick. Let's see what it says. Bless your face. Thank you. Just polite, you know. Indeed. Need to relax. From Shodan. Trioptimum knows that life aboard Citadel Station can be stressful at times. If you find yourself feeling worn out after a hard day at work, we invite you to visit the Citadel Ecopods, more casually known as the Groves. The Groves are simulated outdoor environments, complete with grassy hills, authentic earth flora, and harmless woodland animals. A relaxing walk in a grove can be just the thing after a tiring shift or all-nighter in engineering. You'll emerge refreshed and ready for another productive day. But yeah, you have to sleep soon to get ready for work. That makes sense. If you do head to bed, I wish you the best of dreams. Sweet dreams! Okay, I have the armor-piercing rounds equipped. I can't loot and scrap any of these books. This game gives you Doom 3 vibes. You ever play Doom 3, Sasha? I did when I was young.
Gotta get to the jettison controls. Gamma Quad is sealed off. Lara found the maintenance conduit in Beta Quad. She was checking schematics that can get us to the CPUs on this level. We can then access the master jettison controls from the back end. Lara went to the Beta to check the conduit, but he hasn't come back.
And since he hasn't come back, you're gonna go check on him. Let's use a healing patch after all. Just lights. And 2 combs worth 2 scrap, or 2/10 of a single credit. Bullets. I think I saw a turret there. It's such a good one. You love the interactive stuff of the game. It's honestly been such a long time since I played that game. I have a hard time remembering a lot of it, aside from a couple of the enemies, the vibe of the game, the kind of dated graphics. I remember it was a lot more of a horror game than most of the other Doom games I've seen. Like, it was slow-paced. Which I kind of liked, though I know I heard some people complain about it. Is there like a kiosk for checking in? Yeah, you were one of the Marines on Mars base as the stuff started happening. So this is probably... yeah, that's the flight deck. I can double check it just to be sure. I'm pretty sure this is the one that we couldn't get in before. Yep, this is 100% the one we couldn't get in before. You like how different this part of the ship is? Yeah, it's like executive stuff, so it's not just the bare metal corridors. I can delete my 2 notes about the executive stuff. Power diverted to our floor. Can't carry that. I thought the dirty regs don't even stack. There's nothing under here. I have anti-armor rounds equipped right now for this gun. They don't penetrate armor fully. That's medical, so that's probably where I can drop stuff here. Oh. Okay, they have like a shield. Oh, and they have a skull on the top. Cyborg Warrior. Graham Tyson. But so they had an actual shield. And I wonder if the regular bullets would be worth using against the shield. There's no stuff here. No stuff here. Healing patch. Click. I always click those things. I don't know why. So that's the check. That's the checkboard station I never use.
Standard station restoration procedures online.
Junk, 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 junk. And I'll just scrap it and not worry about wasting the extra money. That blood bag's actually full, surprisingly. Oh, and I'm out of battery now. I picked up those battery cells though. Nothing on these things. 2 med hits, that's nice. And none of that is new stuff, so I'm just going to keep scrapping it. Sorry, dude, you're in the way. So I can drop all my scrap here for now. And medkit, just to free up room. Make a note that I stored medkit and scrap there. Oh, before I forget, there's buy these things. So that's the hazard stuff and the thing that slows time. Put all that stuff. I always like looking out here when I can. Just to see all what they've added for the environment. I swear I've seen this exact cheetah sculpture before. I almost swear there's going to be enemies that are going to attack me at the end of this hallway. Next to checkpoint. Okay, it said something about threat, and I was instantly like, non-functional, non-functional, non-functional. Non-functional. Those look like actual doors, like there's something behind them. Cat, rat. Hi, Banana. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. It's always great to see you. I don't want to knock that over. I'm not that kind of cat. Okay, so everything's non-functional. It's always great to see you too. Oh, you.
Reviewing taped interviews with filing complaints to trash.
You little. Okay, I pushed it back up. Everything's fine.
Hiring reviewing taped interviews with threat. Let me help you.
Oh, no, killed me. Hi, Eggers. How did your stream go? I hope it was well.
Assessing managerial asset view.
Oh, I forgot. I'm like out of battery. Stream was Pog today. Nice, nice, nice. I saw you making beautiful music again. That makes it sound like you were doing something romantic, but nah, they were just vibing. You were popping off in Valorant earlier. Oh, snap. Who's your favorite character to play in Val? And then it was downhill after the first game. I was popping off for the first game. Admin access card. Oh, you're a hard raise me. Nice, nice. She was fun. I liked all the tech people could do with using her 2 explosives to bounce out and then shoot people or throw stuff. Oh, it's literal gold. That's why you love Raze. I do have a decent amount of money. Or no, actually, I'm using up my money. Drop all this stuff in a pile because it sells more to the place. China bowl, porcelain bowl, drop. Haven't seen stuff glitch through the floor yet. Well, I can vaporize it now. It's like this, I'd get a fifth the value. That I'd only get like 1.5 the value. That I'd get half the value. So it's convenient because then you don't have to walk around and drop everything off, etc. But you lose out on money in the long run. Just putting it all in a pile. Champagne bottle. It's champagne, Champagne. A bottle of French champagne. Why did they have a shotgun at this place? At least I can empty the ammo from it. There's nothing under the table there. These dudes sure ain't carrying much themselves, but they have lots of gold forks. Audio, or not audio, but text log, Tri-Optimum Security Report. Scott True Brandon. Status report, riots on medical are at 40% containment. Our security teams have found that the rioters have broken into the weapons cache and have armed themselves. They believe that a few sick employees are turning into monsters or something. Morons. Worse yet, Shodan isn't responding to commands, and the lives of our executives are hanging in the balance. We're monitoring the workers' sleeping quarters on the security level to sniff out any potential threats. So people know it's not just them getting sick, but some sick people are turning into mutants, but then people don't want to believe them. Is that a certain light? Is that the chandelier? Yes, it is. Is that a marble table? Something like it. Could be polished granite. That's gotta be heavy as heck indeed. Though I'm sure they have something to carry stuff around on the space station like that. They also have like gold forks and gold line plates. ID tag. Josh Jeffcoat. I'll make a note on the map saying I've dropped all the stuff here, because like I said, it'll be worth twice as much if I actually bring it directly to the machine. Which I hate the mechanic of that, but they do give you the option to just scrap everything the moment you pick it up. Oh, accidentally vaporized that, don't care. You didn't know you can just pick up everything like that in-game? It depends. Like, I can't just pick up the fragments, I can't pick up some random things, but then there's a lot of trash items that you can. And you can, it says, behind my head, it will say it's worth 5, you can recycle it for $1, or you can scrap it, vaporize it for 5 scrap. The thing is, it takes 10 scrap to get 1 credit, so if I vaporize it, it's only worth half the value. Even if it's only at $1. Because vaporize it just turns it into this little scrap item that's stack up to 100. But if you're talking about scrap as opposed to credit value, you're only getting half your money. Shotgun shells. And that's why right here I'm dropping all these things on the ground and being like, when I find the recycler, I can drag a bunch of them over and get like an extra 20 credits or something like it. Actually beat a lot more than 20. Nothing else here. Is this one of like the ecopods? Ooh, that's how this new game I've been playing does it. You can scrap for tokens for usable parts. The game is called The Lift. I feel like I may have vaguely heard of it. There's even a sink in there. This seems like sleeping quarters for the servants. Two boxes are usable. Toothpaste, tube of toothpaste. These things don't sell for anything, so you have to vaporize them. It is a fun play, you can't wait for it to come out. Do they have an actual release date, or is it still in like beta, early access type stuff. Eating all the chips and stuff to heal. Toothbrush, simple electric toothbrush. Oh, they had that, but it takes up too much room, so let's get rid of that. Audio log.
Diego just sold us out. That backstabbing son of a bitch. He's led the cyborgs right to us, and we're trapped. At least Bianca was able to escape with the isolinear chips in. She was able to make it up to the bridge, and you think it's Shodan? It's her. I just hope she lives long enough to...
And she was the one that we found literally just tonight in that up area, and all the chipsets weren't working. Right now it's just a demo, they're updating it, but you think they have a release date for next year, unfortunately? Oh, okay, so it is a bit of a wait then. Yeah, I might just grab those, I'm lazy. Boot, standard issue employee footwear. It actually looks like they're the boots for the different feet. Oh, I meant to eat that. Okay, nothing else on the ground there. 25 credits for an update for the grade for the shotgun capacity. Upgrades the SK-27 shotgun, increase the magazine capacity to 8 rounds, so it has 2 more slots. This modification kit includes a magazine extension tube for the SK-27. Poggers. Nothing up there. Eraser? An electric shaver. Thought as much. Hair mousse, hair gel. A bottle of hair mousse, a bottle of hair gel. They're not even trying to come up with descriptions. Box once contained a tasty snack, felt tip of a marker. I'll make a note. Loot to sell.
Let me help you. Someone's asked you in. Executive run.
3 osmium rounds, 2 fire shotgun rounds. Okay, so I still got 183 bullets for that, but I have a lot of the armor piercing rounds. Okay, so I explored. It's weird to me like there's a small icon on the map that isn't found. The Steam page descriptor, you're a handyman renovating a massive research facility abandoned after a mysterious incident. The Lift is an airy first-person simulator with satisfying house-flipping gameplay, mind-bending story, and a highly interactive world inspired by Soviet sci-fi and the SCP Foundation. Let me look it up, because that actually sounds cool, so it'd be nice to put on my wish list. So it's the Supernatural Handyman Simulator, I take it. Yeah, I see it, and what I see looks cool. I added it to my wish list. It's on 100,000 people's wish lists already, it says. Because there's an ad about it. Okay, so this is where we started.
Are you clear to be on this level? Are you part of Hades' fourth damage? Shutting down.
That does sound pretty cool. Yes, well, it's crazy fun. The playtest is legit. Click enjoy, no waiting, at least when you did it.
Executing property noted. Executing attacks. Deletion.
Nothing else in the center here. Wait, that's to Delta Grove? I thought the Grove would be an entire other floor. Unless this just unlocks access to it, maybe. Upgraded Vision Unit 2 uses infrared sensors to view viewing in dark areas for a small amount of time. Okay. So now it's like night vision. You better not have replaced my flashlight with an actual night vision thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up, is there a way to unequip that? Otherwise I'll have to reload. Downgrade head-mounted vision unit. Sorry, no takes backies, some people say. Okay, I might just have to reload and not pick it up, because I like the flashlight. But I do not like that night vision thing. It's like it upgrades your flashlight to night vision, because it's something that lets you see. That is the most recent one. I'm reading to re-equip it in the inventory or the map screen. Yes, I can unequip and re-equip the thing here, but see, it upgrades it from the head-mounted lantern to night vision, and there's no way to downgrade it to the first version, from what I've seen. I thought there was a third one. So there's nothing in this room. It says if you click, you can adjust the brightness. That's pretty weak if it works. Well, I'll try picking it up again, but I'll save before, like right now. Yeah, right clicking doesn't do anything. Right, left click, middle click. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Google lied, absolutely could. That probably takes me to the Grove. Yeah, D Grove. And that's where they're growing the, whatchamacallit, the virus. I'm sorry, Sasha, it's not your fault. You just wanted to help, and I appreciate that. If anything, we blame Google. Google Docky inbound. I hate when they don't give me... Hi, Meki. I am having a good one. I hope you are too. This is actually a game you could be interested in, no joke. Reception desk? It interacts with it like there's something I could do. Pookie? Is Meki your Pookie? Hell yeah, you're 4 beers deep and Bing chillin'. Nice, nice, nice. I wonder if I could bring those cards from the previous level here. Except they look a lot bigger than, like, those gaps. I'll make a note. Like, I can interact with something before D Grove entrance. Everyone calls you Pookie now? Oh, because Isu was calling them Pookie? Like all the little bonsai trees. Hi, how's Handslack? How are you tonight? Also, you have this game and you are going to play it eventually. If you don't, I'm like midway or so through the game. If you don't want to spoil anything, please tune out. Because sometimes things do happen and you might not want to see them. Delta jettison? Am I supposed to jettison the entire grove? You've been lurking for the most part to avoid Spielers. Poggers, what's the grove? Supposedly, I think it's like a hab pod. Like they talked about, it's an area with like trees or possibly artificial trees and real flowers and stuff like that. And it's to make people feel more at home despite being on a space station. But I think it's where they're growing the virus or something like that. Could be wrong, but I believe that's the idea behind it. Okay, I don't want to strip. That's cool. Okay, there like wasn't anything in this room at all. And that does take me to the grove, but I want to fully explore here. So I haven't gone there, and I haven't gone there. Yeah, that's just lights. See, there's a...
Managerial assets.
I was gonna say, that thing isn't... Magnum isn't doing nearly as much damage. Sounded like there was still another robot alive. They're twerking! Though that's just the upper part of their torso, but there are robots, so they can do that. Nodders.
To trash. Using executive protection. Cutie attacks.
Why do you need 3 hallways going to the same place?
Executives run.
Exploring every nook and cranny. Space booze. There actually is space booze that was cultivated in space, or in the gravity outside of Earth. And I could have picked it up, but right now I'm leaving room to grab items. Every floor has had a recycler, so I'm surprised I haven't seen one yet. I could just save and run around.
Let me help you. Are you fine?
So that's another one of the groves that I can go to. I bet you this is like another one of them too. So we went towards Delta Grove. That's cyberspace. Maybe they don't have a recycler on the level despite giving me all those little items. Yeah, they might have literally decided to give me no recycler. And I'm not seeing even a power charger, annoyingly. Those always look like they could be a safe to me, but they are most certainly not. A movie theater? It does look cool. We've seen at least one other movie theater in the game. Dead Cyborg Assassin, Charles Bushman. I almost feel like we already found one of those. Or one with that name. Okay, so a pulse rifle with ammo. We already have that, but we left it at the other place. Well, the plants are actually moving, which seems a little weird unless there's actual, like, wind in there somehow. I was like, that's a wrapper, I should be able to pick it up. It's only like a single scrap, but still. I keep using up all my batteries just to use my flashlight. Glowing fungus. Those dudes are normally easy to kill. I probably could have just meleeed them, but I'd rather save any and all health at this point. Chip bag. More chips and batteries. OCD made me want to reload there. Shooting the security cameras and destroying the CPU nodes on the rare occasion you find them stops enemies from spawning so much, which only mainly happened on the first level. It's only occasionally happened on other levels. It also sometimes unlocks certain doors, etc. Healing. Jonathan Duffer. A rail magazine, so that's like a railgun? Railgun projectile case. So another new weapon despite them not giving me more room. When accelerated to extreme velocities by a railgun, these specially designed metallic projectiles can penetrate both flesh and steel, taking millions of dollars to design and perfect. These rounds are made with care as to not damage the railgun when fired. 90% armor pen, 300 damage. I don't have room to pick it up right now, and I literally would only have the 2 ammo anyways, but I absolutely will cart it back to my storage. I know there's a real plant that looks like that in real life, and it is definitely poisonous.
Shodan's been doing strange bio-experiments in Beta Grove. It's full of nightmarish creatures. Either the Grove is leaking, or Shodan's been feeding us the virus in the ventilation system. Regardless, if only we had some fire packs, we could
Hi Sasha.
the jettison enabled. Send the Grove into the void.
Okay, so we're gonna jettison the groves. Hi, Kimmy. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. Okay, so this area doesn't go anywhere. I do want to go to wherever the storage was. Drop off stuff so I can pick up that railgun. Empty that. Drop that there. I'm not really using the Sparks pistol for now because I haven't been getting any energy on this level to replace the stuff with. Drop the scrap. Drop the Magnum and its ammo for now. I'll keep the railgun thing in case I want to try it out for a second. It almost looks like this is completely sealed, because when you open it, it turns bright red, which makes me think like they melted it open. I'm going that way. Oh.
Managerial identification, please. Damage to Executing attacks.
How many bullets? I've used up like half my armor-piercing bullets for this. Okay, so I haven't explored this room.
Let me help you. Submitting complaint.
Oh, this is a different area than I meant to go. I did not save, I did the regular save. One sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we reloaded to here. I dropped all that stuff off. Oh, that's not even the right ammo type. That's why it's taking so many bullets. And again, I didn't click save. Facepalm.
Let me help you. One more damage. Executive. Run.
That takes a battery, but there's been no battery charger here. Otherwise, I'd be using it more.
Can I help you?
It's not there. Oh, it's up this hallway. And that was where the railgun was. I don't know if we actually checked in the center here. Nope, doesn't look like it, because they still had ammo and a grenade. Heavy assault weapon. After firing, press T to speed up charging time. So you have to fire and then the next charge time is speed up. Semi-auto, kinetic, 100% armor pen, 350 damage. The MK-84 launches specially designed metal projectiles at high velocity, making it capable of penetrating heavy armor. Unfortunately, the high currents required to produce sufficient muzzle velocity result in a large charging time between each shot. Okay, so it does say it's semi-auto, but then it takes a long time to charge up. So we didn't explore this room, we didn't explore up that way, and we didn't explore this little hallway going up here. Aha, that took the ID card.
Fast you in. Allow me to learn.
Okay, there's a little robot down there.
Location, please. Fast you in.
Oh, wait, that killed me that fast. And that's why I rely on shooting.
Hiring replacement employees. Assessing managerial assets.
Hi, Shiro. How are you tonight? I hope you're having a good one.
Background checks.
Okay, you press T to help with the charge. Shiro's running! Get him!
Reviewing team threat. Can I help you?
You're doing good, just playing Final Fantasy XIV. How are you? I'm doing good too, just playing System Shock. They've shocked every one of my systems, though, sadly. I will never recover. Okay, that's non-functional. That unlocks with the card. Oh no, that dude is definitely not one I want to. I missed with the Emp Grenade. I'm being to be safe scum. Hi, Quiet. I hope your stream is going well and that you're enjoying Battlefield 2042, which I assume you're only playing to get more drops for Battlefield 6. Everyone is in fact cool though, and I will pass that on for you. You little... Yeah, that's not even working. I hate how grenades are thrown in this game. Bullets. Regular bullets. I think the other ones were the armor-piercing ones. That's non-functional as well. Fire shotgun ammo. Okay, there's like nothing down here. Oh, you little... He literally waits for the minute that I pull out a healing patch. That was so mean. Thing doesn't care as I walk around looking at stuff. I go to open a door or whatever, and he instantly does it. So there's nothing there. They have bullets. They have bullets. They have nothing. They have fire shotgun. Nothing on the ground. Why? I hope the rest of your night has been going well, Phazon.
We're going to find that bastard and make sure he pays for the people he's hurt. We checked Beta Grove to see if he tried to escape like the last group of infects did. Found it locked. We checked and found some power...
I was about to say, I don't hear the bear. Is it just slower than I remember? I need to cut my nails. Right, earlier wasn't a good mental day, but you had an apple cider donut, and I take it the day is going that much better now. So you're basically cured. Hey, finally a charger. And you just hear like crunching noises. Giovanni Kroska, and was that the dude that made that thing? Executive. Nope, Aaron Zachary. Oh, and I put down my Spark pistol.
Let me help you. Shutting down.
Nothing cures me like some mac and cheese and an energy drink. Those two actually go well together. The fire will hopefully kill him. Yeah, I did. Oh. You'll drink energy drinks with anything? That was Giovanni Kroska. Okay, Grove access blocked by Shodan, so I think I have to do the groves in a set order.
Cyborg 82N. In response to recent regrettable incidents, I have altered the sequence necessary to jettison groves. One must now enable the jettisoning of all the remaining groves.
Oh, before any can be launched.
One can be launched. To jettison a single grove, one must do three things. 1. Hit the jettison enable switch inside all remaining groves. 2. Activate master jettison enable in gamma quadrant. 3. Pull the jettison lever in a specific
Which must...
grove lounge.
Will this be this?
That grove.
It says nobody. Two things before B Grove on wall. Grove control room. Of course, those are just lights.
Master jettison enable not activated.
Okay, so that is how you jettison them. But I have to go into the one place and enable the master one. Stamina up. So we couldn't go in there. We have to explore these rooms. I assume these are just little executive suites or such. Yeah. Check for anything on the floor before checking for that stuff on the walls. That almost looks more like a psychiatrist table or whatever. I do like that even the floor lights turn on. Books! Pedestal desk. Oh, that needs a... it won't budge. Can't force it. It needs a switch. Wipes, encyclopedia, rum decanter, crystal rum decanter, scanner gun. Scanner gun is valuable enough to hold on to. That's worth the equivalent of 20 scrap if I actually brought it back. Those are worth half, but I'm full on stuff. None of those are real buttons.
I went to show up my upgraded exec bot, only to have Diego roll out a gold ferris. I didn't even know you could do gold. He knew I was placing buttons from the upgraded target location and accented cooling vents. What a dick.
Literally just mad that they're bragging. Thank you for the head pat, Jed. I hope your night is going well. Wine glass, a wine glass. Whiskey glass, a high-end whiskey glass, but it's only worth 1 scrap. Tequila decanter, crystal tequila decanter. The VR headset is worth decently. Open books you can't pick up for some reason. Medcat pack is quite valuable. Oh, another VR headset. Dude died doing what he loves, playing the game. And then it's gonna be some VR psychobabble tech talk. Healing item. This dude sure has a lot of books and a lot of tissues, which seems suspect at best, because then we know what kind of things are in these books. Cough, cough. Those are worth nothing but 1 scrap. It's a freaky painting, but I kind of like it. I wonder if that's like the OG. Is that the OG System Shock? Maybe one of its covers or such? I was gonna say, from this range, it's just not doing enough damage. I don't even know why there'd be all that gore, unless the mutants were here eating people or such. Yeah, this floor has so much loot. F5 quick saves. I've literally not seen a single floor yet that did not have a recycler on it. Except for seemingly this one. To accidentally vaporize it. I probably would never need all this money that I'm trying to get so much of, because there's a limited amount of stuff it lets you buy, but still. Move this stuff over for now. A random magnum. Small Ossian ball. Magnum ammo. A lot of people have ammo, considering you'd think that they'd assume this place was peaceful. You got the fly? Congratulations! Have you been trying this entire time? Either way, kudos to you. It's weird how one executive has cards to like all the executives' places. Although maybe Shodan put all the codes there on a single card for a reason. Even at the PC, and when you got off and looked at the bed, it was waiting right there in the black sheets. Oh, they camouflaged it like that. Energy drink. healing item. I love how every time you use it, the empty can is just absolutely crumpled. Oh, new laser rapier. I mean, it's the exact same one, but I guess then if you missed it or such, you pass the perception check 100%. Nothing on the bed. I keep thinking that's like a picture frame. That bed looks so comfy. It does look pretty awesome, especially with the wooden rim around it. I feel like I would like to have a bed with something like that. You perceive that Sashni as a cutie? Nuh-uh. Actually, yeah, huh? Absolutely, 100%. I can't deny it. It would be illegal. All the blood coming from that door. I wonder what we'll find inside. Okay, there's one of the virus dudes there. You had a friend with that kind of frame once? It definitely is nice. Pop to mix with their tequila. A little bit of basic ammo. Just making sure an enemy wasn't sneaking up on me. Optibond finance chip? A metal bond chip. Tiny healing. Wine bottle, a bottle of red wine, rum decanter, crystal rum decanter. Corporate award. That thing's worth a lot. Vaporize the rest. I don't know how my character just vaporizes all the stuff. Okay, that door's non-functional and we can't go in. I don't know if they just saw me or not. Oh, there are... Oh. Ah! I couldn't tell. It took me a second. I was like, wait, that's the sound of one of those exploding Roombas, isn't it? Uh-oh. Make sure I actually did this room. Yeah, it looks like I did because there was stuff up there. So that's non-functional. Haven't gone in there. Okay, they died to the fire. Dead gorilla tiger. Okay, non-functional. I didn't think the base bullets would be that effective against them. So that goes into the same room as the other one. They're giving me lots of scrap loot. Healing, which I literally just used. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say that should be enough to kill him. There we go. Withdraw funds, insert card. Oh, are you kidding me? That card that I looted earlier probably would have withdrawn stuff. I'm kind of curious to how much it would have been. There's no way I'm reloading 40 minutes back for that. But I want to run in, find that card. Although, where's the autosave, actually? Okay, autosave is even earlier. Oh god, they do way too much damage. It might be best to load the quick save, do an extra save there, just so I don't accidentally overwrite the quick save. Create new save. But like I said, I'm really curious about if they'll give me like 100 credits or something like that. Or if it'll just be a handful and then I'll be like, well, that was a waste of time. Now I can do the quick save without worrying, because I made a different regular save. You're out there trying to start a fight. I see how it is. I see how it is. Miss Lee, take this as a parting gift. Thank you for all of the items hurled at my face. You have a lovely rest of your night, Shiro. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Was it in here was the credit card? I feel like it was absolutely on this side. There we go. Blonde finance chip. I wonder why the mutants and those beasts get along. Thank you for the head pat. So it's like one that looked like maybe 10 or so. So not game breaking or anything like that. But you absolutely can use that card to withdraw money there. I don't think the Gorilla Tigers have ever actually dropped anything. Scratch my ear. I don't think they have dropped anything either. Getting lower on battery. Ice bucket. Oh snap, we can do the ice bucket challenge now. Okay, can't find room. Drop that because it's worth a decent amount. The ice bucket is worth a decent amount too. A gold-plated ice bucket, and that is why. Vodka decanter, ice tongs, chip bag. There's a lot of humans that they didn't bother transforming. I wonder why. If they just weren't good enough. Or because they put up resistance, they just killed them before they had a chance to do anything. Now, why was she here in her underwear? Okay, there's a vent there. Poison cure things, specifically where all these people are getting drunk. So obviously that can somehow help with the intoxication, etc. Scotch decanter, crystal scotch decanter. Okay, this area is bigger than I expected. Non-functional. Does this go into one of the rooms we couldn't get into before? I'm thinking about that targeting thing we didn't pick up. Or will this just go into the back of one of those other rooms? First time I haven't seen anything in the washroom. I was gonna say, like, they are literally not letting me do that. Interact with everything. Did those guys drop ammo at all? It's hard to tell when their corpses fell into a million pieces. Doesn't look like it. Oh, that could only be activated once. Medpack and bullets. I wonder if that's that Edward guy from the beginning. I can't even entirely remember what he looked like. Cigar box. A humidor filled with the finest illegal cigars. I'm surprised they'd even be considered illegal here. Okay, we did read that before. Gin decanter, I don't think we've seen. A crystal gin decanter. There's nothing special or funny about it. Oh, we're out of energy. And I'm too lazy to go back and recharge, so use up a battery. Yeah, Ed or Diego.
Triumph dispatched a security team to come to the station and arrest me, just as I thought they would. Having that hacker unshackled showed us proved fruitful, as she was easily able to infiltrate their transport and evacuate the I should have done this years ago. I'm the rightful owner of this station, and with Shodan under my control, the only loose thread is that hacker. We'll see in a few months if I need to kill them or not.
Okay, so he is deciding on if he needs to kill me, the hacker. And he killed an entire ship full of people that were coming to arrest him by having Shodan evacuate them into space. Pen, fancy pen. Edward Diego, executive desk plaque. Classic evil CEO, it's true. Non-functional. Why won't they let me open that door just to go back down the hallway easily? Ammo. Oh, their corpse can actually be looted despite being in all those pieces. ID tag belongs to John Sellon. So I have 2 other items to bring back there. Evil CEO is redundant. We'll get him eventually. But how's your night going, Jed? I hope work hasn't been too hard on you. I just want to see. Those chips the same color? Okay, they were, just one was like upside down. Yeah, it's like 10. Work was, for the most part, trouble. You didn't get nearly enough sleep because someone was doing construction in the building. Oh, you mentioned that the other night, too. Has been for about 4 days now. Other than that, I'm okay. How are you doing? Wow, the 8-ball is literally just throwing shade at me, and Disobedient Neko is literally causing trouble. Shaking my head, shaking my head. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Bot is broken. But hi Neko, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good one. I'm surprised the bot didn't just say ask again later, because like three out of 4 times we ever ask it a question, it's like, question unclear, ask again, this or that, I'm unsure. Oh no, what was the other one? Okay, let's see if it's on my side or not. Are they cute? Very doubtful. Wow, so the 8-ball just doesn't think anybody is cute. I think there is a short cooldown on it just so people can't spam it. Bot is a cuteness denier confirmed. Now Furball will never know if they need coffee or not. It honestly doesn't entirely surprise me. Gasp! Phazon's the only cute one here. I'm fine, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. Definitely enjoying this game so far. 3 of us all at once, and Sasha yoinks. Damn right, Phazon's just like, aw, yeah. Trying to use up my flaming shotgun ammo on the organic enemies. Because it has like almost no armor pen. 20% armor pen. 50%, 15% for the incendiary stuff. You know, so they made coffee all ready to warm up. You're freezing but don't want to turn on the furnace. This is the first floor I haven't seen a I'm not sure if I said this is the first floor I haven't seen a recycler on, but considering it's the executive level, I can honestly almost see why. Pool cue. High quality pool cue. It sells for 1 credit, but it's worth 1 scrap. This is literally the first item in game that has been worth much scrap as it is worth selling. Oh, and I sold the golden ice tongs. If you have the disposable income, I strongly recommend a little mug warmer plate. You've had one since you worked at Hotel back a decade ago, and it still keeps your tea nice and warm. Nothing on the ground. Your phone lag, and now you see me in pixels. Hopefully they are cute pixels, that's all I could say. But it's back to normal now. Solid pool ball. Weird playing pool on a small thing like this, but I mean, space has its own rules, I guess. Pool ball designed for use at the executive casino. Oh, did I actually read what the pool stick said? Thankfully there's a new one. Oh yeah, it said a fancy pool stick, a high-end, a high-quality pool cue. That almost looks like something to be on the other side, but it's most certainly not. There's a code for something here. I don't think I've seen anything, any code for this place. So I'll just make a note. Executive lounge needs key, area spot needs key code. Because normally if they set a key code or a number type thing in a audio log, I'd instantly write it down. I've done that so far a couple times. Unless it's this.
Hey, Jared, guess who scored the best tickets for the new theater? This guy. Ha, best seat in the house. After all the hard work we do for the station, it's a welcome escape for us execs from the rest of the crew. I'll see you at the grand opening.
Magnum rounds. Finally explored the whole little executive lounge area. Oh, I don't think I've did this one room. This would be a spot to have the recycler in. Oh, that's a hidden door going into this place to like spy on people or such. The only two hidden doors I've seen have been from the backside here. Nobody make a joke about that. Side-eyeing Sinful. I'll make a note about the loot here. It is a side-eye emote. I need something like that. I missed what you said. Oh, I said something about there being a... I've only found the secret door here when I've been at its backside or something about that. I've only found 2 secret doors so far when I'm from the backside, yada yada, and then I instantly went, don't anybody make a joke about that. And it's true, there was 2 secret doors where you just right-click to open them, and there was no other way to see them. Let's rotate that. Don't worry, I wasn't going to say anything. I know you're not that kind of channel. No, if people don't make... As long as the joke isn't absolutely horrible, I don't mind if people make a little bit of a joke about something like that. Pick up the items that I want to put at the storage. And other stuff is stuff I'll actually sell. You wonder how many are in the whole game and how many were missed? Probably more than I expect, because I did multiple levels till I found a single one I was like, this looks like an odd line here. And I clicked it, and it opened a secret door and gave me an achievement, and I was like, oh, well that bugs my OCD, because I'm instantly thinking there's more. You don't like jokes? Of course I like jokes. But I typically try to be a more say-so streamer, and so I avoid a lot of lewd content and stuff like that. And that would be an incredibly lewd joke. That's why some people hesitated to make it. But I said as long as it's not too over the top or such, I won't mind it. If it's something very lewd, very grody, then I'd probably be like, please don't say that. But if it just hints at something like that, then it's not a big deal.
Let me help you.
Oh, jeez.
Getting tired.
First time I've seen an enemy come into the, what is it called? Medical area. So those are all the extra copies of guns. You would make a joke, but you're currently unable to word it right. Furbal's at a loss for words. That's a first. Sorry, Furball, I had to. Walked into it. Gasp! Onion spotted! Get him! Where's my chase and or flee emote? Huh. Okay, so we dropped the railgun there. Dang it, your phone was in your pocket. You were still one of the first people to do it, though. Kudos to you. Actually, I'll keep this gun down for now, just so I could pick up the junk on the ground to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Well, let's go, let's go. I don't think I've heard that song since I was a kid on, like, the radio. But hi, Funny Onion Man. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are having a good one. I don't think we've gone into there. I don't think we've gone into there. I don't think we've gone into there. You're malding? What are you malding about this time, Onion? I don't know if it's real or not, but I saw someone who made a remark saying they were in the beta test for the, whatchamacallit, Ananta, and they said it was like 230 to 250 gigabytes. On that note, often the beta versions of games is not nearly that optimized, etc. So I could see it being a decent amount smaller. But still, there was a fish who was a radio announcer, and someone shouted, "We're on air!" And he died. I like it. Voxolotl! How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good night. I was lurking in your stream. I literally have to find someone else to lurk in and gather points from now. What the heck, Vox? Why can't you stream 24 hours and then I can get more points? But if you do not know Voxolotl BT, he is an awesome person, very kind. I highly recommend checking him out. Hi Vox. Hi K Peony. I hope you're having a nice night. Hello to anybody new here. My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy, and I stream literally every single night. So if you're ever bored when Vox is not around, you will find me here playing whatever game has caught my interest. Thank you for the follow, Wind. And hi Chai. How are you doing? Oh, my dog coughed. Hold on, I have to pat her. You're a good girl, Mika. You're a good girl. Hi Blackblade. How's it going? How's stream? Stream is going well. I'm definitely enjoying this game, but I'm a bit of a loot gremlin. And so, even though you can vaporize like half the scrap, well, more than half the scrap items, I end up picking up a bunch of stuff anyways. Because I'm like, I can get a better value from it if I take it all the way to the vendor, etc. And I can't. You're a little dizzy, but you're okay. Why are you dizzy? Was Fox swinging you around? Did he literally just grab you by the wrists and he's like, because that is an absolutely valid reason to be dizzy. Thank you for the posture and hydrate. Hi Sasha, I'm super EP, so I have to lurk the moment here, but I hope you're having an amazing stream. It's super cool, and I hecking adore you in your stream. Oh my god, Fox adores me. Shy's gonna get jealous and ban me in her stream now. I'm sorry. I know. I understand, Shy. You stay up because you have something really important to show that's super, super important to you. Oh, snap. I actually like that excite emote. I want something like that with the little paws just going absolutely frantic. The elevator was actually here. So let's just drop stuff on the ground here. Did I literally just vaporize that? Okay, Alicia and Sasha, I'm gonna look now. I hope you have the most fun ever with System Shock. I will try my best. No promises, though. No promises. If I do a new save here, how far back does it say I was? Dang. I don't get that jelly, Sasha. Well, maybe sometimes. Okay, the quick save was literally 2 minutes before. And chat, be good to Sasha and tell him he's cool. Nodders, hydrate again. Okay. So much water. Okay, let's try this again. I'll have to run back again. I absolutely can vaporize the stuff, and then it all condenses into this little junk scrap. But then it's typically only worth half the value. And while I'll scrap all the low value stuff, some of the stuff is worth a lot. Whee! Throw things at the streamer. Okay, that's not what I said! I'll drop that railgun around over at the storage with the med stuff. I can pull that over there. I can drop that there. If I'm not carrying the Magnum with me, I can drop its ammo. Actually, I want to keep the healing thing just because then I know I can use more healing. Those were lightweight things. Let's try next time an anvil. Not just kidding. An anvil would literally kill me. I do not think I'd recover from that. Love the chaos. That's what you heard. Selective hearing at its finest. Okay, these were the last couple items I left over there. Oh, did I go literally the wrong way? Smooth brain Cato. On that note, it's time for you to head home. Thanks to stream. Have a great rest of your night. You will feel virtual throw pain. But you have a safe trip home, Jed. Take care of yourself. Maybe we'll see you again before the end of the night. Maybe not. Who knows? Loot Gremlin intensifies. I don't have much. I don't have like any railgun ammo. Using up most of my storage here. But then I brought the Magnum with me. How about a foam anvil? That would be perfectly fine. I didn't go in this door and it says it leads to another, like, elevator. I literally missed.
Executive, run.
I don't know why that chair's off kilter, but I have fixed it now. It looks like we have already been here. So this must be in the second elevator that I just didn't remember. Yeah, it only shows the 2. So I absolutely had been. Although it says I hadn't gone through that room. And there's that data thing, so it almost looks like I did miss something here. Like that goes to maintenance. Playing some of the stuff in this game kind of makes me miss Cyberpunk to an extent. How much shotgun ammo do I have? Almost a full stack. Oh, this is another one of the Grove entrances. Oh, and this one actually opens. A Grove. And you can note that there's the wall thing in front of A Grove. So it's like I can go to A and D Grove, but I can't go into B Grove. And I don't think I've seen a C one yet, because I at least don't have a note about it. That is a solid scrub bot. The pillow is too heavy to bring with you? Excuse me? Considering all the weight my dude is carrying, that is a heck of a lie. Or the pillow is absolutely filled with, like, dark matter. Damn, that pillow heavy. Okay, I can eat that. Scrap that stuff. That takes up too much space. Die randomly written on the wall. Okay, and this is where I can launch the whatchamacallit. I can launch the Grove. And so we're just going to yeet those things off into space and hope they either A, don't land on Earth, and B, don't land on some other planet that they can infect. And I assume those things are the groves. It's your house. Oh no! I mean, your house is on Earth, so that would be very unpleasant. Because then the virus would spread literally everywhere. So there's that one room there, and this room here. We didn't explore this room fully. Aw, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and so they do kill me pretty fast if they can see me. Okay, we did explore out that way. I was gonna say, the robot was right over there before. They should still be around. They don't just disappear. Oh, thank you for the follow, Blackblade Studios. It is appreciated. And I hope you're having a great night. I can't use that ammo. Let's drop that for a second. And scrap all the other stuff. Thank you for the head pat. God dang, that gun doesn't work as well as I thought against them. Despite it being, like, energy-based. Check for any lootables. Yoink, $1. I've got a couple stacks of scrap now, which should each be worth 10 credits. But since there hasn't been a place to sell here, I'll have to go back to one of the previous floors and do that. That is Johnny Cash. Bravo. Not Johnny Cash the singer, but Johnny Cash as in a cache where you store stuff. I have never thought of that before. Everyone is cool. I'll pass that on for you, ZBG. I hope you're having a great night. John Runstrom. They must have shipped so much granite or whatever up here to do all those counters. Okay, that's a broken gun. Johan Clemens. That thing's worth a lot too, but it's so big I might just pass on the item. It's an alright night? Well, I will settle for that. That is good to hear. But hi Glass, how are you doing?
You've encountered Snacktron. How fortunate for your hunger and
Adam J. Nothing there. That's another place to put credit chips. Snacktron.
Please make your selection.
Wait. It sells a grenade?
Enjoy your
Oh! I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I was gonna make a joke and be like, wow, am I supposed to eat the grenade? Like, why would a grenade be in the vending machine? No, it's showed on the system's AI that had one put in there, and when I purchase it, it's literally a trap that kills me. I'm an idiot for not realizing that the moment she started talking. Beautiful. So freaking cute. Yes, you are. Well, the grenade eats you. The snack that eats you back. I remember people saying that about Excited Sasha is a blessing. Yay! I'm excited because I didn't see it. It was funny enough to make me happy. I know the most wholehearted laugh that I've ever had in 3 years of streaming, though, had to have been during, what was it called? One of Sinful's favorite games. What was that card game? Inscription. Because at one point they make you make a card, and I made the card look as ugly as I could, and then I gave it the name God Help You, and then I tried giving the card to someone else, because it's like you can send it into the internet and see if someone else needs it. And then I was like, I could only imagine getting this effed up looking creature as a card from someone helping you on the internet, and it's literally named God Help You. You love Inscription? I might have to go back to it sometime, because Sinful talked about Casey's mod, or whatever it was, changing up the game a decent amount. And that game was an absolute 10 out of 10. You just scrap all that stuff again.
Please make your selection.
These things each heal 1 cube of health. Thank you for the follow, Kurt Warner. I do appreciate it. There's a secret encounter you might enjoy if you beat enough challenges. The base game is the same, but there's an optional game mode with new challenges and gameplay. Okay. I sometimes do like challenging myself.
Hopes you enjoy your selection.
Oh, put a coin in.
Not authorized to extend.
There are a bunch of secrets in the base that are fun to explore too if you want. Oh, if you haven't. I know I got multiples of the secrets, but I definitely did not get them all. I'm honestly still gonna put in the money for that grenade.
Please make your selection.
Oh.
enjoy your purchase.
Take that, nerd.
Maybe semi-addictive.
Warning, maybe semi-addictive. You can tell the space station is American-based on that vending machine. Really? Is it just the fact that it has the vending machine, or the way it works? Because, I mean, lots of places do have vending machines. Yeah, do you have them uploaded to YouTube, or are they on VODs? Because I can't remember if I watched your playthrough. I do have them on YouTube. I feel like you or someone else may have commented on one of the videos. Like, I can probably open YouTube. It should take me to my channel. And wonder if I can search specifically for them. I don't see a search button anywhere. Yes, I think I found day 1 of it. That should be the first day of me playing. And I thought there might only be one act or something like that. So I had in the note like, oh yeah, I almost beat the game I think already on the first day. Like we got all the way to basically the last thing before I died and I'll have to try again. No, it was most certainly longer than that. He was not aware. It was funny because in all the things I had seen about Inscription, I had only ever seen, like, no one spoiled it. I had only ever seen things of the first area with Leshy. So I never once thought that there was the second or third place that you get to go to. This might be the place that led to, when we ran around frantically checking for the recycler, this might have been the place that led to the... Or no, it's another grove. I thought it was going to be the place that leads to the auditorium or the movie theater. That's it, movie theater. Bot has a name tag saying Christopher Ruse. Yeah, for the longest time you only saw Leshy's area too. And I think Mink said something like that last boss who's difficult. You can like one-shot them with poison or something like that. I can't remember if that's what I ended up doing on my second or third attempt. But she did it on her first attempt, and she didn't even mean to. Ouroboros was always busted. When I used them, I didn't get them to be that strong, but I think I've seen videos of having Ouroboros being like 100 or something like that, as well as people having a card that's like 100 bees, and then they just have an image of Leshy with huge eyes like, I play 100 bees. Ad break starts in 1 minute. It's anywhere up to 3 minutes long. I know that's disgusting, so I apologize in advance. But it's the only way to be pre-roll free. Okay, so they did jettison one of these things. Mopey, I'm literally lurking in your stream right now. I literally was there. Thank you for the raid, Mopey. How are you doing tonight? Hi, the Game Skate. Hi, Garen Co. Hi, Graros. Hi, Bomnakimut. Hi, Junk Slund. Hi, Moopy. I hope you're all having a nice night. Hello to anybody new here. My name's Tasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy, and I stream literally every single night. So if you're ever bored when Moopy's not around, you will find me here playing whatever game that has caught my attention. Hi, Bellary Solo. But yes, I am a very laid-back person. I'm not someone who ever really gets angry. Just here to vibe and have a good time. So if you're cool with that, feel free to spend time here with us. If you or anybody else needs to head off for the night, though, Moopy, no pressure to stick around. I appreciate anybody that lurks, anybody that wants to vibe with us, but I understand it's late at night. So if you need to go to bed or do after stream stuff, etc., you do you. A cat and a dog getting along. Let's go! Moopy is a very genuine and kind person, so if you have not seen her, I highly recommend checking her out. Nodders. That's just the lights. This is a remake of some old game from like 30 years ago called System Shock. I believe that's what BioShock was originally based off of. Majestic Moonflower, thank you for the raid. And hi Swurge. Moopy Poopy raid. I have indeed seen her, what is it called? I don't know if it's a TTS mascot or just the basic mascot for the stream. With its poop-shaped head. Nodders. But late? Barely. You were late by 1 minute at the most. The name is Meh. Alright, did you finish Dredge? I did. So it took me like 4 days or something, because I did one island each day. I don't know if I've uploaded those VODs just yet to YouTube. I've tried slowly up. I'm only a couple days behind, I think. Did you like the spooky ending? I thought the spooky ending was fine. I thought it was cool that you see Cthulhu or whatnot at the end and the woman comes out. I was a little disappointed that it didn't elaborate any more on what happens, like in the future or such. I mean, I guess you saw the fire in the credits. You must be off, but have a great rest of your stream. You have a good night. Thank you again for the raid, Moopy. I do appreciate it. Sweet dreams to you when you go to bed.
Look, I want it to be known that I was just following orders. A bunch of suits had the bright idea of using Gamma Grove as a makeshift life pod.
Oh, that's what they were doing.
Dying happening on board, they'd rather try their luck out in the Great Black. I hit the jettison enable button in the Grove, went back to the exec level, hit the master jettison switch in Gamma, and then flipped the lever in the Grove lounge. It all worked. Except it looks like Shodan disabled post-jettison life support.
Ooh.
Sure they're all dead by now.
So they did manage to jettison one thing. They didn't do it because they knew that the virus was being cultivated on it or whatever. They did it just because they wanted to survive and use it as a life pod. But as soon as they did, Shodan realized what they were doing and turned off light support, so everybody there is long dead. ID tag belongs to Co-Carnage. So the only area I haven't gone on this floor is this. And then I have to go to the 2 groves to explore. We have not seen a code for the lounge yet. With my OCD, I like looking for absolutely everything. So you see me look behind stuff and make sure to leave no corners unturned. Oh, that's cyberspace. If you do Casey's mod, I can give you a helpful tip about the game's mechanics. Sounds good. The ad break is about to start in a minute. I apologize to raiders and everybody that came by. It's anywhere up to 3 minutes long. It's the only way to be pre-roll free because I know how gross that is. On that note, it should be the last ad for the stream.
Diego requires my protection from Tri-Optimum security forces that seek to invade Citadel. He does not yet understand his situation. I will placate him for now. I must preserve the sanctity of my shrine as I establish my power.
Diego's authority, his desperation.
Will make him an ideal envoy to the crew. My prophet.
Okay, which was the way to the energy thing? I want to recharge my power bar. So she points out that Diego, he wants to protect himself from the security forces, not even realizing that more than that, he needs to be protected from her, who's going to unleash that virus and stuff like that. Okay, it should just be right here. So I think we are right here. Okay, so that one door had an enemy in it that we took out. Does this lead to the same place? No, but similar. Oh, I should have used the card when I was by one of those machines. They're giving me so many valuable items. It makes me suspicious. Okay, nothing on the ground around it. Oh well, I accidentally vaporized that, but it's only worth a couple credits.
Shodan caused a security breach again. Today it was displaying random security codes on the screens near the elevator. The worst thing being the maintenance conduit access code. We gotta pull that thing offline and fix it.
Maintenance conduit. Okay, I think near the area there might have been 2 codes on a screen, but I thought they were flashing numbers. Let me make a note to check. Executive, look for codes on a screen. And did they say where the screen was? Shouldn't cause displaying random security codes on the screens near the elevator. The worst being maintenance access code. You should put those videos together on a list so you can binge any you missed. I think they should all be in a row at the very least, in the upload order or whatnot. And thank you for the head pat. Target Identifier 3 identifies enemy weak points and lowers the time to scramble priority systems. I'll use that and try looking at enemies to see. Wasn't there one of those things nearby? Or does it have to be in the one area? Off stream, I can always drop these things off and get my money, because it'd be boring to watch me run back and forth more than I already have. I say as I run back and forth, because I know I'm absolutely going to forget about that, what is it called? That card ship thing, and won't get my money. So I'll do it right away. Can't remember what the other machine is. So I'll go to the one that's like over here. Yoink. Only being able to withdraw $10 seems suspicious, but hey, I didn't even need the PIN number, so... I can delete that note about the loot. That patch I used earlier was just a stamina up one, so that I could run around like a mad lad. Excuse me. That's just lights. Oh, and there's the gold-plated executive bot. That must have been Diego's one. Because the one dude was mad that he upstaged him by doing that. I don't need to break that, but... Suspicious washrooms. Cute cough. Thank you. Doesn't look like there's anything up here.
Creature of feline, you smell of blood. What have you done?
Murderized people. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Hi, Seiji. How are you doing? I can't remember if you stopped by earlier or not today. Sometimes the days blend together, like no joke. Neat life. Can't break the screen. You did. Okay, I believe I have now explored everything on this floor. I'm also excited to see you play Subnautica, I can tell. It's like once a month you bring it up, which is totally cool. Because then I know just how excited you are. But it is a fun game, and I think I mentioned I did play like halfway through the game once before I got into streaming, so I do know some of the stuff about the game. But then the game was big, I got distracted, and I didn't know that if you waited 24 hours, it will give you like the next update from the radio beacon or whatever. So once or twice I didn't know what to do in the game. You did, but you didn't use the TTS the first time, indeed. I absolutely 100% forgot the cyberspace thing was here, so thankfully I saw it on my way out. That barrier's still activated. I assume there'll be like another barrier here, or no? Suspicious that they opened up two barriers at the same time. Oh, what is this? Turbo Dash, finally. I can finally boost after doing like 10 of these areas. I think you get a bulk of radio messages, and then they come in when you get to certain areas of the game. Bedtime for Sashnia. It will be. I might go a little bit later, just because I want to finish this area. But it is my normal bedtime, or stream end time at the very least. I end up staying up another hour or two doing gacha dailies and stuff. Dash. Okay, no other healing items here. I don't trust the mines in case we get into combat. I want to be able to move freely. I've never seen anything drop an item. So I don't need to look at their corpses. Nope, doesn't look like it. Instantly grab the health. I hear enemies. I can't remember if I have to shoot that thing in a circle. Oh, my health is like gone. But I'm about to die. I wish I had a decoy, but they're very stingy with giving those. I've only ever found like 2. Yeah, and I have the thing where if you die in cyberspace, you die in real life. Yeah, my health is down to 0. Well, now I know what to look out for at the very least. Just want to check something. Okay. So that thing gave me the dash. So, and it calls it version 1. I don't know if that's just because everything else has had a version, or if there actually will be an upgrade to it at some point. Still at full health. Even if I know I don't need to at this point, because we just go down that tunnel, I like destroying everything. Murder! I think this might already be the last area, because I'm pretty sure this level wasn't long. I'm literally just trying to use this little wall bar to my advantage. And with at least one healing item in the area. Oh, that thing's right there. That thing tries to track a little bit. that just has a ton of health.
I am Sizo and I say so then said so.
You did. Though I don't believe it. It normally will tell me what it unlocked. Another recall thing gathered? I don't know if those discs are homing. They kind of feel like they are. And so that must have been where the recall thing was. Still took a ton of damage, but did a lot better now. Edward Diego's storage room unlocked. So I probably have to go back to Edward's room. I never once tried saving in here, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't let me do normal. And it doesn't let me quick save either. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the hardest by far of the places I've been. Thankfully, the sprint at least lets me get away from some stuff. Because they don't have the sprint, so they can't go as fast as me. Zoom. Oh, jeez. I forgot that mines can spawn in these things. I'm dead. Sigh, they absolutely trapped me with that. I did not expect it after all that fighting. And I thought I'd be able to wind down. I was like, oh, we'll be finished with this floor then. Nope. Open other people. Going to bed? I was going to go to bed. I said I thought I was going to be able to.
Shake the Sasha redeem.
But what was it? They put a bunch of mines in the tunnel and I died trying to escape the cyberspace. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake. turbo. But night for when I do go to bed, Sinful. I want to after this, and I feel like I was so close to doing it, but... Okay, that one is still alive. I don't know if it runs away from my icebreaker drill, so then I can shoot it to one side and shoot my bullets to the other side, and then it's blanked whichever way it goes. You're caught up with Marvel Zombies? Nice, nice. How is it? That's not a game mode in Marvel Rivals, right? Shake, 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 shake your booty, your booty, da, 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 da. I don't think I actually took damage from bumping there. Which is good, because it's bumping me against all of the walls for the first time ever! It's a little like anime where the heroes die needlessly or is over-dramatized. Or, oh no, it was a what-if type thing, now I remember. Forgot there's a second wave. I assume when it's open like that, it means its disc or whatever is flying around everywhere. If I get far enough away, they stop shooting altogether. So even when they're dead, that thing still chases. That's Diego storage room. It has its own little series now, maybe because people liked it. Maybe it's relevant to the bigger story, but time will tell. She's taking more damage than I wanted. I mean, I don't want to take any damage, but... It's such close quarters that I can't even escape from them. I don't think this was the... Yeah, this wasn't the hallway with the bombs. It was the next one. Or no, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'm holding down to go as slowly as I can. Oh, I'm supposed to avoid it like that. I'm an idiot. I just instantly thought that I had to go through that. I didn't once think of going up and down to avoid. Is there any other health before I go forward and probably trigger enemies? Data Grove Transit unlocked. Okay, so I think that means all 3 groves I can go to now. Freedom of movement in this is kind of overwhelming. It is, especially when you can just twist and turn and stuff. I've only had to do maybe like 5 or something of these. They can be tough. That's the first one I actually found that was tough, in all honesty. But I guess the first few are probably just getting you all used to it, etc. I might spend a little time off stream while I do my gacha dailies, carding that stuff back and selling it for money. But I will wind down for now. I know Quiet hasn't ended yet. So let me check her stream. Oh, she's got Tara and Leon playing with her. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. But yes, we're gonna go raid Quiet, who is playing the unfortunate Battlefield 2042. I know most of the time she's played it lately, it's been because of drops or stuff for Battlefield 6, which is coming out or whatever. But yes, thank you all for the raids. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I'll be playing something like Hunt Showdown or something like that, because I know Virtue sent a message about it, because they can only really play it on the weekends. But you all have a nice night. Please take care of yourselves. I will see you around. Go say hi to Sai. Goodbye, good night, and sweet dreams. Peace out, you nerds. Goodbye.